Welcome to our session on Agile Product Ownership. In this session, we'll be looking at the best practices for driving innovation and adaptability. And this is part of our product management series. And we are thrilled to have you to join us today as we dive into the world of product ownership in the Agile landscape, which is quite dynamic, I must say. In this session, we'll explore some key strategies and insights to empower product owners who are trying to, or in fostering innovation and adaptability within their teams and organizations. My name is Carlos. I'm a trainer and product manager at Litt Technology and Training. So start with Agile Product Ownership. We say that this is a key role in Agile development methodology. It is responsible for defining, prioritizing, and delivering value to stakeholders. The product owner serves as the primary liaison between the team, that's the Agile team or the development team, and the stakeholders. And they ensure that the product meets the needs of the customer and delivers value. Effective product ownership is crucial for the success of Agile projects. It ensures that the team delivers the right product at the right time to satisfy the needs of the customer and helps to achieve business objectives. So as a strong product owner, you can drive alignment. Let me get my pen. You can drive alignment, clarity, and focus within an Agile team. This tends to lead to increased productivity, faster time to market, and higher customer satisfaction. But without effective product ownership, we could say that Agile teams may struggle with unclear requirements, shifting priorities, and lack of direction, which could result in delays, rework, and suboptimal outcomes. So while the role of the product owner is crucial in Agile development, it also comes with a set of challenges that the product owners would commonly encounter. It's important that we understand and address these challenges because it's essential for product owners to effectively fulfill their role and drive successful outcomes for Agile projects. So let's look at some of the challenges. And one of the most common challenges faced by product owners is dealing with ambiguous or constantly changing requirements from stakeholders. And most importantly, this would usually lead to uncertainty and confusion within the development team. And it makes it challenging to prioritize and plan work effectively. And I'm sure a lot of you have been in sessions where you've met with stakeholders and the requirements keep changing. Sometimes it gets a bit frustrating. Product owners often face the challenge of managing the expectations of various stakeholders. This would include the customers, the executives, internal teams, and even external teams. Balancing these competing demands and ensuring alignment with the business objectives would always require effective communication and negotiation skills. Now, with prioritization, a lot of tasks and responsibilities will be coming into the backlog. Product owners must prioritize effectively to maximize the value that is delivered by the development team. In this case, time management becomes critical as product owners would have to be juggling multiple priorities, moving from one meeting to another, and deadlines to ensure the timely delivery of features and releases. It can be challenging as well for product owners to maintain a clear and cohesive product vision amidst the evolving market trends, the customer feedback, and business goals. There's also the tendency to lose focus of the vision during the course of product development. So continuously aligning the team's efforts with the overarching vision while adapting to changing circumstances would usually require some strategic thinking and flexibility. Now, the last of the challenges is communication and collaboration. I'd say that effective communication and collaboration are essential for product owners to convey requirements, provide feedback, and foster a shared understanding within the development team. So overcoming communication barriers, ensuring transparency across stakeholders can be challenging, particularly in distributed or cross-functional teams. So after looking at these challenges, I want us to look at some best practices for effective product ownership. Then we'll go into the last two parts on driving innovation through product ownership, and then we'll talk about adaptability and flexibility. Adopting best practices can help product owners fulfill their role more efficiently and contribute to the success of products. We'll start by defining the product vision and the overarching goals. And this provides the direction and the purpose for the development team or the Agile team. You need to ensure alignment with business objectives and stakeholders' expectations to prioritize the work and make informed decisions. Now, picking it up from the stakeholders, in the second part where we talk about stakeholders, you should involve stakeholders throughout the development lifecycle. Customers, users, teams, whether they are internal or external. Once there's that dependency, it's important to involve the stakeholders throughout. This helps you to gather feedback and validate the requirements. You should do this as early as possible, and then you should do it often. Foster open communication channels to help promote transparency, collaboration, and a shared understanding of project objectives. And the third one, we should prioritize backlog items and features based on their value to the business and the end users. Here, you focus more on delivering the highest impact and the return on investment first. There are some techniques that could be applied here. We have techniques like the user story mapping, and then other value-based prioritization like Moscow, and then the WSJF. This helps to align the development efforts with customer needs and strategic objectives. Now, it's important that we keep the product backlog organized. It's important to keep the product backlog organized, keep it up to date, and well-groomed to ensure that there is clarity, there is transparency, and readiness for development. Normally, we would say that you should break it down into the least granular level as possible. Regularly review and refine the backlog items, remove obsolete or any low priority tasks, prioritize new requirements based on the changing business needs. Then talking about collaboration, always foster a collaborative partnership with the development team. What do? You should provide clear guidance, support, and feedback throughout the development process. It's important also to encourage cross-functional collaboration and empower team members to take ownership of tasks. They should be able to make decisions and drive continuous improvement. We also have to use an iterative approach to product development. Release early and often so that you can gather enough feedback from stakeholders and the other end users. It's also important to use feedback loops to validate assumptions, to iterate on features, and adapt plans based on the changing market conditions or the customer preferences. Then I decided to put this at this end here because I think communication is very key in product ownership. As a product owner, you should communicate the product vision, the goals, and progress. And this should be done transparently to the stakeholders and keeping them informed and engaged throughout the product life cycle. You could use various communication channels, their sprint reviews, their backlog refinement sessions, their daily stand-up where you give the status updates. All these are held to ensure there's alignment and it helps to manage expectations. So adopting these best practices for effective product ownership is essential for driving successful agile projects or agile products and delivering value to the stakeholders. With these best practices that we've looked at, they would help product owners so that they can enhance their effectiveness and contribute to the success of the product. And now let's move on to the last two sections on driving innovation through product ownership. We'd say that product ownership plays a crucial role in driving innovation within agile teams and organizations. And usually by fostering a culture of innovation and embracing adaptive practices, product owners can lead their teams to create solutions that meet the evolving needs of customers and stakeholders. We'll look at some key points that would help to drive this innovation. The first among them is embracing change. Agile product ownership encourages teams to embrace change and uncertainty as opportunities for innovation. And POs should continuously gather feedback, evaluate the market trends, and adapt their product strategies. And with this, they will be able to seize new opportunities and address the emerging challenges. By remaining flexible and responsive, agile teams can rapidly iterate on their products, incorporate customer feedback, and deliver innovative solutions that drive business value. And I'll also add that it helps to meet the needs of the customer. Talking about meeting the needs of the customer and then the user, we link it to user-centric design. So effective product ownership requires a deep understanding of the needs of the user and their preferences. Product owners should prioritize user-centric design principles. Some of these include user personas. Personas are the fictional characters that are used to represent the user. We look at the characteristics of the user and use that to create a persona. We talk about the empathy mapping and then the journey maps as well. All of these techniques are used to gain insights into the end user experience. So by empathizing with users and designing solutions that address their pain points, product owners can drive innovation and create products that resonate with their target audience. Then on experimentation and iteration, innovation actually thrives in environments that encourage experimentation and innovation. So POs should make sure that they create a safe space for their teams to explore new ideas, to test their hypotheses, and then learn from their failures. Very important. And so by adopting a mindset of continuous improvement and embracing the fail fast and then the learn faster philosophy, agile teams can rapidly iterate on their products. They can refine their features, and then they would end up delivering value to their customers more effectively. Collaboration is essential for innovation within agile teams. Not about that. Product owners should foster a collaborative culture where cross-functional teams would work together to ideate, to innovate, and then solve complex problems. And so usually by leveraging the diverse perspectives and expertise of team members, product owners can generate creative solutions, and it helps to break down silos and drive innovation across the organization. And I've been in teams where the product owners you have lots of cross-functional team members who are able to do a lot of things. So the collaboration helps. Each team member is able to step in for another or collaborate well with another team member in delivering a particular solution. Now, adaptability and flexibility is also key. They are essential traits for agile product owners, and this helps to navigate the dynamic and ever-changing landscape of product development. So in this fast-paced business environment where things continue changing rapidly, agile teams must be able to respond quickly to the shifting priorities, the market demands, and then the customer feedback. The first point here was on navigating the uncertainties. So the POs must be comfortable in environments that are characterized by uncertainty and ambiguity. They should embrace change as a natural part of the development process. They should be adaptable in the face of the evolving requirements and then the priorities as well. And usually by maintaining a flexible mindset and being open to new ideas and approaches, you realize that the product owners can effectively navigate these uncertainties and drive successful outcomes. Agile product ownership also emphasizes an iterative approach to product development, where the solutions evolve over time through incremental improvements. The POs should break down complex projects into smaller, manageable iterations, allowing for frequent feedback and corrections. By embracing this iterative approach, the teams can quickly validate the assumptions, they can identify the potential risk, and adapt their strategies based on real-time feedback from the stakeholders. Then the third point, after going through the approach, for every cycle, feedback that we need to collect and respond to. And feedback is a cornerstone of agile product ownership. It provides valuable insights that inform decision-making and drive continuous improvement. Product owners should actively seek feedback from stakeholders, from customers, and from team members throughout the development lifecycle. I'm highlighting on the team members as well, not just the customers or the stakeholders. It's important that for a team, the product owner would take some feedback from the team before even reaching out to the customer or the stakeholders. By listening attentively to the feedback and incorporating it into their product strategies, the POs can ensure that their solutions remain aligned with user needs and then the business objectives. Embracing change comes again, just as we saw in driving innovation. Embracing change is here. So POs should view change as an opportunity for innovation and improvement. Some people tend to look at it as a disruption. Yes, sometimes it disrupts the process, but you can't avoid it. It's not a disruption to be avoided. You rather look at it as an opportunity for innovation and improvement. So POs should be proactive in anticipating and responding to changes. These changes could happen in the market conditions, the changes or upgrades in the technology trends, and then the customer or the user preferences as well. By embracing change and adapting their plans and strategies accordingly, the product owners can maintain a competitive edge and deliver value to their stakeholders. As we conclude for our discussion on this session on the product ownership, let's recap some key learnings and outline the next steps for applying these concepts in our own products that we are developing. In this session, we explored the role of Agile product owners and how they help drive innovation and adaptability within Agile teams. We discussed the importance of clear communication, stakeholder engagement, and prioritization. Those are three key things that are necessary in effective product ownership. I think we also examine some challenges that are faced by product owners and identify some best practices for overcoming these obstacles. So what are the next steps? We begin by applying the concepts and techniques that are discussed in this webinar to our own projects and initiatives. We should actively seek feedback from stakeholders, from team members and customers to validate the assumptions and refine our product strategies. And then we should embrace an iterative approach to product development, focusing on continuous improvement and incremental innovation. So for the iterative approach, it's not just about going in cycles to develop your product. In each cycle, what are we learning from it? What new thing are we learning to improve on the previous process that we're doing? And it's not, and I would also say it's not just about having the reviews and then the retrospectives. How are we applying the action items from these sessions into the subsequent iterations that we'll be going into? It's very key. And then we should foster collaboration and cross-functional teamwork within our organization. This helps to drive alignment and then the collective ownership of project goals or the product goals. We need to stay informed about the emerging trends and the best practices in Agile product ownership through further education, through training, and then through professional development opportunities. Remember that the Agile product ownership is not a one-time activity, but it's an ongoing process, adaptation, and evolution. So we should continue learning by taking part in this product management session, this 30-minute product management session. So let me just highlight the last bit. So we're saying that we need to stay agile, we need to continue learning to improve ourselves. We organize this 30-minute sessions every week on Thursdays at 5 p.m. GMT or 6 p.m. BST. We'll be having someone who will be talking about APIs, and then Cyril will be talking about customer centricity and design thinking. So you can join us next week and the week after and all the subsequent weeks. If you've missed any of the previous sessions, you could also go on our YouTube channel, that's Litt Agile Transformation, or on our website, leanicontechnology.com, leanicontechnology.co.uk, to get all the sessions or the info from the previous session that you missed. Thank you very much.